Hello, what's up and what's happening? Welcome back to the channel, and today we got the Jacksonville Jaguars back in action on top of the AFC standings. Got to send a thank you letter to the Colts. We lost to the Chiefs. If the Colts lose to the Titans are where we are, but they're not because the Colts beat them, so thank you, Indianapolis. Chad Pennington, highest quarterback rating. Matt Hasselbeck, highest passing yardage with 17 touchdowns, but Tom Brady has 21 touchdown passes and just 10 interceptions for Tom. Terrific. In year number 11. Clinton Portis, 1,300 yards rushing so far this season. The Ferrari is a top 10 rusher, 9 touchdowns for him. Benny Jammer, him and AC Jammer, I don't know if they're related, but they both came out in the same draft, and Benny might be the better of the Jammers. Steve Smith for the Buffalo Bills has the most receiving touchdowns in the league. Keith Bricken and Erlach, 106 and tackles. Keith Bricken, our outside linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Will Smith has the most sacks, followed by Hayward, Norton, Rice, and Billups. Norton and Billups, I believe, were in the same draft class. Crazy sack artists coming into the league, kind of like Aldon Smith when he was on the field and being productive and focused. He was in the same draft class, I believe, as Von Miller. And was J.J. Watt in that draft class? Hey, it's a long time ago. I really don't remember. This defense for the Denver Broncos is top tier. They have 2 good receivers. Javon Walker's 96 overall, DM Branch is 95 overall, but Jay Cutler, you see that icon by his picture? That means he's a bust. His stock has fallen. He is a bust at 78 overall last year of his contract. So again, Denver, a great defense. Rushing attack might be a little bit of a question mark because they have some injuries there. It's going to be Cody Baker, third-year man. He's going to be the starter for them, and he's technically the only healthy running back on the roster. They do have a fullback, obviously, but when it comes to running back, it's just him. So what can we do versus another AFC West team? We lost to the Kansas City Chiefs last week on Monday Night Football. Can we bounce back versus the Broncos? And on the first play of the game, opening kickoff, it's a fumble, and the Jaguars are there for their recovery, and that's exactly how you want to start this ball game. Steven Jackson in overtime last game, he fumbled the football, and that led to a scoop and score walk-off touchdown for the Chiefs. We give it to him, he goes for 1. We drop back the pass on second down, we lose 4, so third down and 13. Sims rolls into a sack, back-to-back sacks, and they fumbled the opening kickoff, and they're only going to surrender 3 points. I think that both teams can feel okay, about that. We shouldn't have the lead, right now as quickly as we did, but it should be more than just 3 if you ask me. So Denver giving up that fumble, holding us to 3. They got to feel good about that. Cutler throws it to the flat. It's going to be dropped by Fred Beasley, the ex-49er fullback. Second down and 10. Cody Baker trying to get loose, gets brought down from behind. Gain of 6, third down and 4. That pass caught by Javon Walker, and he gets grabbed by the face mask by the ex-Bronco, Darren Williams. First down and 10. They're going to get the ball to Baker. Baker up the gut. Then they get brought down after a gain of 4. So they're running the ball decent. They're going to go with a play fake here. And we get the pressure, and they're going to say his arm was coming forward, and I guess it was. Scheffler's open now. He gets open for a first down, brought down by Sanders, and that pass was a very good one by Jay Cutler. Cutler gonna hand that thing off to Baker, and Sanders laying the lumber, throwing his weight around out there. Cutler dropping back the pass, throws it deep, and that pass will fall incomplete. So third down and 7, we send a blitz, they pick it up, they're gonna find Deion Branch, avoids the hit stick, and that's gonna result in a first down, and now Darren Williams is shaking up. He wants to have a big game versus the Broncos. First down and 10. They go with the run, and Baker gets a decent block, but he gets strung out. Just a gain of 2 brought down by Paul Pruitt. Second down and 8. They go up the gut, and Lee is there for the stop. He is a very good run-stopping defensive end. Third down and 5. Cutler going down. Andre Thomas with the sack. He had 10 last year as a rookie. He won Defensive Rookie of the Year. And right there, he gives the business to Jay Cutler. So we take the ball back from the Denver Broncos after we surrender 3. Mathis up the field and up to the 34-yard line. So 3-3 is the score with 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. Jackson going nowhere. And so far, we have negative total offense. Not the best showing so far. And again, it's been ugly. The offense has not been that great this year. But again, we're still the best team in the AFC record-wise. That pass caught by Larry Fitzgerald, and that's going to result in a first down. You would think with Fitzgerald, as Dominique Foxworth is shaking up, you would think with Fitzgerald and Matt Jones, we'd be lighting things up, but it hasn't really been that way this season. Jackson to the left side, brought down by Richard Seymour to end the first. So second down and 8 yards to go to start the second quarter. We get the ball to Jackson, and Seymour is there again. Just blowing up Thomas and getting to Jackson. And now we had Jones, but we hesitate. And now we're going to roll left and just throw this one away. We do not want to turn the ball over via the picks. The picks have killed us this season. We have more interceptions thrown than touchdown passes. Off of the play fake, Cutler throws it. Gonna find Deion Branch, takes a big hit from Johnson. But it's going to be a first down nonetheless. Again, a great receiving core. They also got Scheffler at tight end, who makes the catch right there in a sea of Jaguars. But the pass finds its target, first down. Baker gets away from Prescott. Gets away again, then brought down by Prescott, showing off his effort. And he's going to pick up a first down nonetheless. They go up the gut again. And Baker looks like a decent running back. Second down and 6 after the 4-yard pickup. Cutler going to drop it off to Fred Beasley. Powers through the contact and picks up the first down. The Broncos are in position to take the lead for the first time today, but we get the sack. And guess who? Hayward has another. Second down and 12. They get the ball to Baker up the gut, brought down by Thomas. And now it's third down and 7. Cutler looking. Cutler under some pressure, throws it to the end zone, intended for Baker, but it falls incomplete. Murphy gets a hand in there, but they do drive down the field, and the Broncos do take the lead with the field goal. So 6-3 is the score. Can we avoid back-to-back losses as Mr. Mathis is shaking up? Hopefully it's not too serious. We're going to run the ball with MJD, and MJD finds some nice running room there, gain of 7. Gonna run the ball with them again, and another solid gain. And the first down brought down by Ian Gold. Sims steps up, has Lewis, but Lewis can't hang on to that one. And now it's gonna be second down and 10 as Jackson gets north and south. But again, just a minimal gain for him. Not having the best game. 2 weeks ago, he took on one of the best defenses in this franchise, and he lit up the Ravens. That pass caught, brought down by Foxworth is Fitzgerald, but he has a first down with 2 minutes on the clock. Looking downfield, Sims has a man. It's Barry. Move those chains. Second down and 10. Jackson with a vicious stiff arm, but again, he gets away from one Bronco. There's another one waiting for him. And then we drop way back, and that's going to take us out of field goal range. That's a mistake right there, to say the least. And now the Broncos have it with 50 seconds on the clock. They do run the ball, but they do also call the timeout, which is a little bit of a head scratch. 48 seconds on the clock. They give it to Baker again. Breaks the tackle. Gets away one more time. And Johnson saves a touchdown as Baker takes it to the 40-yard line. Cutler steps up, going to get brought down by Paul Pruitt, but they say that he picked up a yard. So no sack for Paul Pruitt. They take a shot deep. That pass caught by Cumbie. Cumbie, Paul Pruitt, Norton, Billups were all in the same draft class, and we were thinking about Billups, but he got selected, so he went with Paul Pruitt. He's no constellation prize. We love Paul Pruitt here in Jacksonville, but imagine Billups on the other side of Hayward. Maybe that position will be getting a little bit more sacks. I don't know. Looking downfield, taking a shot deep is Jones, and that pass is incomplete. 1 second on the clock. Second down and 10. Sims steps up, throws it deep, and that pass is incomplete. Maybe should have went to Jackson over Fitzgerald there. So we found ourselves down by 6. It has not been pretty. It has been quite ugly. And we're not trying to lose to the Denver Broncos, a team that has lost 4 games in a row and are sitting at 4-7. We take this one up to the 25-yard line. I formation. Steven Jackson gets the call, and he's going to take the football up for a gain of 3. We throw it to the flat, caught by Larry Buchanan. Get your fullbacks involved, and that's going to result in a first down. Play fake. Sims rolling right. Sims has Buchanan again, back-to-back catches and back-to-back first downs. Wilson lays the lumber. He's in that 1,000 tackle club. Jackson to the right side, going to get bottled up and boxed in. Sims looking downfield, throws it to Jones, he doesn't make the catch. He had it, The hit knocks the football loose. So Sims throws it to Johnson. Brett Johnson. The second-year man, I believe that's his first catch of the season. He's been lost in the shuffle this year. Sims throws it to Barry. Barry makes another catch, and that's another Jags first down. Will this drive end with a touchdown? Sims directing traffic out there, first down and 10. Dropping back, throws it left sideline, and it's going to be caught but not in bounds by Chad Jackson. We're going to run the ball with Steven Jackson. He gets brought down by Chan Bailey, but he does pick up 5. So third down, 5 yards to go. Sims has it. Sims, a decent athlete, going to tuck it and run it. And he gets this one to the 6-yard line, first and goal. Jackson gets the carry. And he's going to get brought down by Mike Brown. Second down and goal. We give it to Jackson here. Turns the corner. Delivers a stiff arm to Wilson. Touchdown, Jags. And we have a chance to take the lead. So the first touchdown of the ball game comes in the third quarter. The PAT is up and good, and we have a 10-9 lead. So the Broncos are just down by 1 as they take over. Baker to the left side. Big hit laid upon him. Paul Pruitt, another TFL. Second down 11. Baker up the gut, and he's going to get dragged down at around the 30-yard line. They go with a play fake. Cutler throws it, and it's nearly intercepted by Prescott. That would have gave him a league lead. 7th interception. Jackson to the right side, and he gets brought down after a gain of 5. We run it to the right side again and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So third down and manageable. Sims dropping back, and Sims getting put on his back. They send the blitz. Nobody picks it up. And Cutler takes back over with Sims looking at that gorgeous Jacksonville sky. They're going to run the ball, and there goes Thomas laying the lumber and ending the third quarter of play. So it's a 1-point lead. Can the Jaguars defense hold on to it? Cutler going to take a shot deep. That pass broken up by Murphy. And now it's going to be Jacksonville ball inside the 15-yard line. Going to take a shot deep. That pass incomplete. Second down and 10. Now we're going to run the ball with Jackson, and Jackson picks up a handful. But again, tough sledding for the veteran out of Oregon State. That pass caught by Jones. Welcome to the ball game, Matt Jones and Dominique Foxworth. He is going to exit stage left one more time. Sims looking downfield. Buchanan, his third catch of the ball game, and that's going to result in a first down. We just get everybody involved. Play fake. Sims looking downfield. Throws it, and it's caught by Barry in between 2 Broncos. Hangs on to it, and that's his 57th catch of his career. Sims under pressure, and Sims going down. Second down and 14. Gonna run the ball with Jackson. Jackson with a decent run there. One of his better runs of the game. Third down and 8. Sims looking, throws it to Barry. Barry makes the catch, and that's gonna be a chain mover tack on a 5-yard face mask. So first and goal from the 10, going to go to the air. Sims has a man open. It's Buchanan, but the pass leads him out of bounds. So it's second down and goal. Jackson follows Larry Buchanan inside the 5. Third down and goal. Dropping back is Sims. Throws it, and it's caught. Touchdown, Jags. So we increase our lead to 8. Maybe we should go for it in that situation. Go for 2. Because if we get it, it'll be a 9-point game, and that would kind of be all she wrote, having to score twice. There goes Baker up the gut, and he's going to pick up a gain of 5. Second down and 5, offset eye look. Going to follow Fred Beasley, brought down by Sanders, but he gets a first down. First and 10. They go up the gut again, and there goes Baker just running through arm tackles and takes this one into Jacksonville territory. Now Bidwell, he's at running back. He's their punter, and he picks up 6. Up the gut, Bidwell for another gain of 3. So third down and short, they give it to Baker, and they should have gave it to Bidwell. We shut it down. Fourth down, they throw it. Cutler's pass is incomplete, and our defense holds. Now they do have all 3 timeouts talking about the Broncos, so we got to pick up at least 1, maybe 2 first downs. Jackson gets shut down after a pickup of 4. Second down and 6, Jackson up the gut, takes a hit, stick to the chops. So third down and 6, we give it to MJD, and Maurice Jones-Drew would not get across that orange line. So we punt the ball away. The Broncos hold on to a timeout. So they have 1 minute on the clock, one timeout. Cutler surveys the field, throws it, tight coverage, and it's going to be broken up. 3rd down and 8. Cutler looking, throwing it, another incompletion. The Jacksonville Jaguars, when they turn it on defense, they really turn it on. And now Sanders gets the sack, and that is going to do it. 4 straight pass plays by the Broncos, and they get nothing. But Sanders ends the day with the sack. 17-9 is the final. Again, it's been quite ugly, quite unimpressive, unless you like defensive football. And our defense, again, stepped up all season long. We have a guy that's 2nd in sacks. We have a guy that's tied for 1st in interceptions. And if we check out the TFL numbers, we're probably tops there too. I would love to give Fitzgerald the ball. We did not sign him so he can have 3 catches for 26 yards and a touchdown. No, we did not sign him for that. We did not expect Matt Jones to have the year that he's having. But Sims is a step back from Byron Leftwich. So yeah, there is that. Now, Leftwich is not having a great year in San Fran, but us together might be better than us apart. Buddy Ryan and, Mike Ditka, they can attest to that. But I'm just saying that Chris Sims, 88 overall, is a very, very good quarterback. I think we can win a Super Bowl with this quarterback, but it might not be because of him is why we win. I feel like the Super Bowl that we did win was kind of because of Byron Leftwich, but he was just too unreliable with the injuries that I feel like it was time to move on. And with the extra draft picks, who knows what we're going to do next year? Do we stick with Sims? I mean, if he wins us a ball, we're not going to Trent Dilfer him, are we? I don't know. But hey, it is what it is. We're going to figure things out. And again, hopefully we can string together a couple of good games moving forward. We have 4 games left this season. And hopefully we can win next week, because this is basically for the title of the AFC South. Jaguars, Titans, old school rivalry renewed. 2 of the very best teams in the league going toe-to-toe next week live from Tennessee. That's going to do it, though. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. Tune in again, my friends. Peace, love. Hot sauce.